Howdy, folks. Oh boy, I forgot my sunglasses prescription. It's a late morning commute for me today. Pardon the, ooh, that's blurry. Pardon the slurred speech. The right side of my tongue is a little numb this morning. And I got, went into the dentist this morning, and again, I'll tell you what, those dentists, they be making a lot of money off me right now. But I had the next step, the next phase in my dental process. So this today was root canal, crown preparation, and a cavity that was filled. So that was fun. I'll tell you what, I was impressed. I went to Advanced Dental Arts in Manhattan, Kansas, and they took care of me. They I've had root canals before where it seemed like you felt everything. All I could feel during this one was just the vibration of that drill, you know, the one that gives you the headache, that makes the noise. You guys know what that noise is. I don't care who you are. If you've been in a dental office, you know what noise I'm talking about. Anyway, so that was a fun start to the day. Went in at 8:30 this morning and got out of the dentist's office at like 10:30. So now I'm on my way to work. Hopefully we can get there soon. Hopefully the numbness will go away. Anyway, so here we are. Been an interesting week for me. Today's if you've been following me, I follow a weekly plan that was put together by a family friend of ours, who was the friend to a family friend of ours, Greg Madsen, and he was a pretty impressive individual. Was the roommate to Steve Young at BYU, and he went on to own, I guess, a few businesses. But he was always real motivational, really energetic and upbeat. He always had little quips that he would say to people to try to build people up and try to move people forward. And here in the last little while, we've dealing with COVID this year with 2020. There's been a lot of negativity that's been pushed out into our society through social media and through mainstream media, and so right now it's just kind of a crazy time. So we got a hypo coming on the highway here. So it's just been kind of a crazy time, and I felt real strongly back in September to start making these videos to try to encourage people on a daily basis to start making individual decisions to improve their life on a micro and a macro level. So I've been here lately almost every single day following the little quips that Greg Madsen would say, and today's was make it epic. I've talked multiple times about this before, about making each day an epic day, and that way when you get to the end of the day and you know that it's coming to a close and you're about to go to bed or whatever, you're not looking back at your day thinking, man, what did I even do? What did I accomplish? But one of the biggest things I've been noticing here lately is being grateful, being more grateful for everything in our life. There's a lot of people right now that are out of work, but there's really a lot of people who are working, and I think we don't give ourselves credit for the jobs that we do, whether it's sweeping floors or flipping burgers or treating patients or cardiac surgery or Chris is on here, was on here, and he sells furniture. I watch my brother's videos on Facebook and follow them, and they're like yesterday they're digging out sewer lines and doing trying to make their rental property businesses excel. And got another brother-in-law who's started a granite company. Sarah's brother Randy owns and operates a pool company, building pools. Whether it's where you're wanting to be or not, you got to learn to be grateful for the situation that you're in. Learn to be grateful for the challenges, and getting to show up every single day, and doing new things. And I think that's a really big part of bringing more positivity into the world, which is a big push. I saw a friend of mine posted on Facebook the other day. A big thing we do, try to do every single Christmas season, is something our church puts out. It's called Light the World. If you're a normal human being in 2020, I think it's time you can move past your personal views of whether it's religious or economic or whatever, and really appreciate the things that are put out by other people's churches, other people's organizations, and whether it's supporting them by just giving words of encouragement, or it's really taking interest in what they're doing. But something that our church puts out is called Light the World, and my buddy had posted a link for it. And that's coming up here in December. We do 25 days. You light the world. There's a different task for each day of December. And I think it's going to be really needed here in December. I think there's going to be a lot of people with a lot of need. And I think we'd be really surprised to see what those needs are going to be. I don't think that it requires that you go into your life savings and liquidate your life savings so that you can buy a Christmas tree for a family, or buy a meal for a family. Or one thing we did last year was the girls and Sarah, they made cookies, and we delivered cookies and sang carols to individual families. Went around and visited different people, and hopefully things aren't going to die down with the whole COVID business. If anything, things are only going to ramp up and get worse. I don't think that the disease itself is going to get worse, but I do think that the fear-mongering that has occurred already in relation to this virus and the way that people are using that to manipulate each other, I think that's only going to get worse. And so it's going to require us as individuals to really go out of our way to do a little bit more for our fellow man. And when you're in that process of trying to do more for other people, remember that not everybody's on the same plane as you. Some people are on a lot higher plane than you are, and there's a lot of people that are on a lot lower plane than you are. And I think it's incumbent on us to be grateful for that situation, knowing that there's people ahead of us, there's people that are above us, they live above us, they live on a higher mental plane, they live a lifestyle that we could exemplify, and there's people beneath us, and I think there's reason to be grateful for for both situations. And so take that in consideration today. Back to making it epic. Do something for somebody today. I dare you. Make it a big story by doing little things, right? Make it epic. All right, people. Man, sorry, I'm kind of tired this morning. I am energetic. The sun's kind of bearing down on me, but that's gonna be my message for today. I hope that that you can take that and share it. Maybe I don't care if you share my video, but take the idea of making your life epic and being grateful and appreciative of your, whether it's mundane job or not, like appreciate it, and be grateful that you're doing it and you're doing something. You could be sitting around losing your mind right now. If there's anything we've learned, with cabin fever and all that kind of business, is not doing things that messes us up as humans. It breaks us down and it ruins us. So take this little message with you and do something big with it today. And if you wouldn't mind, if you do see this message today, if you wouldn't mind shooting me a message about something that you decided to do, man, that hits home for me. I really appreciate hearing from people and hearing some of the decisions and things that they've changed in their life because of the words that I said. And so if you do hear my message and you decide to make a change for some, maybe it's not a full life change, you're not changing your career path or none of that business, but you're driving along and you see a situation and you stop your car and you get all the way out of your vehicle and you go help somebody do something, or I don't know, but be vigilant today. Be vigilant of the sufferings of our brothers and sisters that are around us, and be a shoulder to cry on, and be a voice of reason and support and uplifting. Let's do it. All right, peeps. That's my message for today. Do a little bit more today to be a little bit better. That's my handle. Do a little bit more to be a little bit better. All right, peeps. Love it.